Alright everybody, I was going to do this video lesson on the circle of fifths. Okay, and you may know what the circle of fifths looks like in the chart, but I'm going to show you how it is used in piano playing, or the progression of the circle of fifths, and how it's really used in the songs that you play. Okay, so the circle of fifths is mainly the progression of chords moving in fourths or fifths. Okay, so it starts out, if you look at the chart, you'll see the C to the F to the B flat to the E flat to the A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, and G. Okay? And then that G goes back to C. Okay? So if you look at the chart, that's what you see. Okay? But now if you're playing a song on the piano, then we're going to make that circle of fifths come in and fit into the scale that we're going to be playing in. And it kind of gives you a tip on where the chord will move, or what chord's coming up next. Okay, so if we're playing in the scale of C, which is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, if we're playing in that scale, then you know all those chords that I just showed you, where it moved from the F to the B flat to the E flat. You know, all those chords aren't going to be relevant to our scale. So I'm going to show you how the circle of fifths is actually used, and how, you know, it's relevant to each scale. Okay, so first of all, if you're playing, usually you'll start off in the one chord, which is the C chord. Okay, now if you notice that most songs will move from the C and then to the F. Okay. See, okay, so there you're using the circle of fourths. It goes from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, F. So it's the circle of, I'm going to call it the circle of fourths here. It's one way or the other. It's fourths because it's 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can call it the circle of fifths because it's down, if you're going downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still F though, it's the same note. Okay, so most songs, like let's say Amazing Grace, it'll go. Okay, see how that moved from the C chord, down to up to the F chord. Okay, so that right there is your first progression from the C to the 1 to the 4, which in this scale it's C to the F. So that's your first progression, and that is using your circle of fourths. Okay, so after we get past going from the C to the F, if you look at your chart, the F goes up to B flat. But of course all that isn't going to be relevant to our scale of C. So generally that will go back to the C chord. And then from here, now I'm going to show you how to take the circle all the way around the scale. And this is how you do it right here. Okay, let's play Amazing Grace like that. To the F. Okay. So let's take it from here and let's progress down to the A minor. Okay, so watch. Okay, so now that we're on the A minor chord, I have a good idea of what chord comes next, because if you go from A, you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you look at the chart of the circle of fifths, you'll see that D is the next one. Okay, so let's see if it works. To the D. Okay, hear that? Now I'm moving in fourths. Okay? So from the D, let's count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that gives us G. So now we're going to go from A to the D to the G. And then you'll see from the G, I'm going to go back to the C. So that has made a complete, if you look at your chart, you'll see it goes from A to D to G to C. So here's how it goes. A minor, from the D to the G, back to the C. Now we can go to the F again. You see how that entire song went in the complete circle of fourths. From the C to the F, to the A, to the D, to the G. Now, back to the C. Okay? So that's generally the quick way you can use, that's how the circle of fifths is used in that song. Okay, so watch the next video and you'll see me use it for some more chord progressions.